According to my husband, his life without me is a disaster. Wow. So when he died, I realized how God has been good to him. No more pride and no more pain for my husband. God's good intention in his illness is to restore whatever is left in us. God orients our lives around his plans.
The third chapter of Ecclesiastes, a fun book to read, says, "There is time for everything, a time to die and a time to live." The death of my husband affirmed that statement, and I can't question that, but just to say, "Thy will be done," and fully surrender to it. Why? Because the Lord taught me how to apply what I learned from years of studying His Word. He put my faith to the test while strengthening me in times of grief. And I allowed the Lord to love me, and I to love Him with all my heart. Truly, loving the Lord is the greatest of all romances.
My husband abandoned us, so I got used to not having him around. I only got to see him in the hospital a few days before he died. My prayer for him was that he would reconcile with God before he died, and he did. For that, I was very thankful to the Lord and happy for him.
Happiness should not depend on someone else's presence. I learn from mistakes, and I celebrate the small wins of the present. God's love is my deepest comfort. And through my experience, God is really my refuge, my strength, my Redeemer, my Deliverer, and my friend. God is enough to satisfy my soul.
I got busy in church and served at the visitor center. I worked part-time and did other things for friends to earn a living. I also busied myself with being involved in direct selling.
Coping up after a loss is painful for others. To some, it's even bitter, and it's not that easy. But on my part, it is interesting to know how God gave me strength of character that I could not even shed a single teardrop. The Joy Women ladies were there to affirm and testify to that effect. Indeed, God is an amazing God.
The Naomi Women Ministry helped me overcome my shyness and helped me be confident around people. It taught me that it all starts with me smiling and saying hello to someone else, and eventually it became a habit. My journey did not end when I lost my husband. I still have my children, but our children will make their own future. Through this ministry, I was able to connect with and encourage other widows through God's Word and fellowship. It also helped me to move forward and bear fruit.
The ministry helped me realize I had this deep hurt inside of me and that I haven't forgiven my husband completely. One time we were asked to send pictures of our own husbands in Naomi Women, and I kept reminding others to do so, but I myself did not do it. One Sunday, a member of Naomi Women sent me a text and asked why I hadn't sent any pictures of my husband. Then it dawned on me that I had this deep hurt and I had not fully forgiven my husband. I cried and asked God to forgive me and help me totally forgive my husband for what he had done and how he had treated me and my children. So I declared my forgiveness toward my husband. There was so much relief and joy that came with forgiving. I now recall memories of my husband without any bitterness.
In addition to the right people and the circumstances that God provided me, the birth of the Naomi group brought me more comfort, consolation, and strength. I enjoy the fellowship, share my laughter with all the ladies, and I cried with them too. I felt complete and fulfilled. The Naomi makes a difference in my life.